Greetings from Waldameer. I really wish I could be with you at your party today, but I need to be here. We have a crew working 7 days a week on our new wave pool, which will open in 2015. Let me show you by video what we've done since the park closed this fall. At the end of our season, we took accelerometer data on the Ravine Flower 2 coaster, sent the data to Gravity Group, who analyzed it and told us where on the coaster track we should address the track structure to try to improve the smoothness of the ride. One of the areas was right at the bottom of the second drop, which is here behind me, and we did a lot of other tweaking throughout the ride per their suggestions, retested, and I felt that we improved the smoothness of the ride again, and we rode it as well and felt that we could feel our improvements. So hopefully when you come ride it again, you'll notice the changes. The area we had to do on the Ravine Flower 2 was the first drop. We had quite a bit of wood replacement on the track, and that was due to the original wood that we bought was not, we had some batches of wood that weren't preserved properly, we figure, because we had a lot of wood rot. So it's been 6 summers now, and I think we've gotten all of that bad wood out now, and hopefully we won't have to do as much wood replacement in the next few years. As long as I'm walking around on the coaster track, here's a couple more views, and I want, hey, you know, presumably you have someone from the Gravity Group there at your party. Why don't you have them explain to you how we use their special glue called Gravity Goop, and have them explain how it works, what's so special about it, why does it cost so much. That'd be interesting to know. What we did was added better queue line in front of the tilt-a-whirl, so you see the bright red fence there, which will help better control the people in line. And then also the exit of the tilt-a-whirl has a nice ramp for ADA access, and it'll be safer to come down. Instead of having steps, it's a ramp, so it should be safer to exit the ride. We're going to do an overhaul on the Sea Dragon ride, so we took the boat off, we took it to the shop, and we're going to rehab that extensively. Out behind our shop, here is the Sea Dragon main axle that we took down, and here's the Sea Dragon boat. We're starting to put it back together, and it's going to look brand new come springtime. Over the last 7 seasons, we have added 7 new rides at Waldameer, including the world-class Ravine Flower 2. We've also increased our parking capacity, we've added restroom, and we've done a lot of infrastructure to help capacity in the amusement park. However, we have not addressed the capacity in the water park in over 20 years. On busy, hot days, the water park is at full capacity, and it's very uncomfortable, I think, for guests to wait in those long lines in the water park. So, beginning 2015, we are adding 3.5 acres to the water park and beginning an expansion project that will cover 4 to 5 to 6 years, including many new attractions, kiddie attractions in the water park, as well as adult slides too. So hopefully during that time span we'll maybe have a chance to put in some new rides or attractions in the amusement park as well. But we do have a long-term plan to add more rides in the park, including roller coaster. That I can expand on when we have more plans. So if you came to Waldameer in 2014, you would have seen our new restroom on the western side of the park, which includes 2 family rooms, and we really liked it, and we are going to duplicate this in the water park expansion. However, we're going to add 2 more family restrooms, so there'll be 4, and we're going to make a second story on the building so that we'll have winter storage for lounge chairs and inner tubes, and also in the summertime that second floor could be used for lifeguard break room or lunchroom. This is the beginning of our new restroom in the water park, which will have the second floor that I mentioned for the lifeguard break room, and we can also use it for a lifeguard training room too. Down there in the distance you'll see the foundation that is complete for a new food stand, which we will call the Waveside Grill, and in that building we plan to offer some new food items such as spaghetti dinners and maybe chicken wings, buckets of chicken like KFC. In other words, some dinners and some different types of food, and also fresh ground hamburger. So we'll try to have a little bit more upscale food in the water park for that. Now this huge pile of dirt is the beginnings of what we have excavated for the wave pool. So that pile of dirt is going to get at least twice as big. What we have to do after we dig out the whole wave pool, as you can see here, we've built a big retaining wall along the railroad tracks all around the new expansion of the water park. So that huge pile of dirt won't be wasted because we will have to fill in all the land that I'm standing on, 3 or 4 feet, to give us a nice level ground for the new water park expansion area. So I decided to climb up on top of that big dirt pile you saw to give you a better vantage point. Here's the new restroom we are building, the Waveside Grill Foundation. And incidentally, this water slide complex was built a little over 20 years ago, and it included provisions for a third slide in the middle of those two. So in the next couple of years we'll add the third slide. It will probably be a bowl slide, so that'll be a very nice addition to the water park too. So you can see here's the entrance to our parking lot on Peninsula Drive, which will not change, but you can see there's a new fence line that is built temporarily, which will become permanent, and that will be the new boundary to the water park. You can see also that lots of excavation in the parking lot, so that's the beginnings of our stormwater management to collect the rainwater in the grass parking lot so that we can now blacktop that parking lot. Hopefully this will be all blacktop in the spring. Our new entrance to the amusement park will be right about over there, kind of near that yellow piece of equipment. So we'll have 2 sets of beautiful ticket booths on each side of the park. Now let me walk over here to the other side of the dirt pile to show you the wave pool beginnings. Just don't fall down the hill. So you can see that the wave pool is pretty much built into 2 wave pools, where you see what I'm showing you now is one side of the pool which has 6 caissons or 6 wave generating areas. Then there's a peninsula in the middle which juts out from that back wall, and then on the far side, which you cannot see, there's 4 more caissons. So on a slow day we can rope off from the peninsula out and close half the pool basically and only run this side of the pool. So we would save lifeguard labor but also electricity because we won't have to generate waves on that side of the pool. This was modeled after Holiday World. Their wave pool there we thought was wonderful, and we're pretty much using their ideas, incorporating their ideas and making our wave pool. In order for us to pave the Peninsula Drive parking lot, convert it from grass to blacktop and expand our water park, we had to get a stormwater management plan approved by our local township. And what we agreed to do is collect all the rainwater in the parking lot and most of the park and pipe it down to Lake Erie. That way it does not ever have a chance to flood our neighbors or our own property, and that is what we agreed to do. So we're spending probably close to $1 million to pipe all the rainwater down to Lake Erie. So here's the almost completed section in our west parking lot behind the Steel Dragon. Here's one more view of that without my face in your way. And then we have down over the bank towards Lake Erie. We have already covered it all up and seeded it, and all the way down to Lake Erie, if you look really hard, you can see the outlet down right at the lake. So it's probably like almost 2,000 feet of pipe run, 2 36-inch diameter pipes. Crazy huge amount of water. This is the beginnings of our new ticket booths on the west side of the park. This is near the Dodgem Ride arcade, and this is where the ticket booths used to be. So we have a nice wide open midway now. Our Imagination Station gift shop, which is right next to our merry-go-round ride, will be converted into a sub shop inspired by Jared. Water park expansion will take probably 6 years to fully complete, and then our water park will be a major water park, and it will be very, very exciting. So until then, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season to all of you, and thanks for your time today. Enjoy the rest of your party.